We know more about some saints than about others. One of the saints about whom we don't know a lot of definite things is Saint Barbara, who's one of the saints on the Holy Name Church windows. Barbara was a martyr from the 3rd century, but her story was told about in legends, and so we can't be sure of all the details. But the legends are interesting, and they have to do with the symbols that are involved in her depiction on our window. She's shown holding a tower and a sword. Those symbols are part of her legendary story. Barbara was someone who became a Christian at a time when Christians were persecuted. In fact, within her own family, there was opposition to her becoming a Christian. And so she was placed in a tower by her family so as to be preserved from the outside world, from the call to participate in Christian life that she would have received if she could freely come and go. When she persisted, when she kept on being a Christian, her family objected. And one of her family members, it said, in the legend anyhow, drew a sword so as to kill her and to make her a martyr. That's almost beyond belief for us today. And we don't know if the legend is completely true, but it's a very interesting story, and it shows that whatever the truth, she definitely took her religion seriously. The story is that a miracle happened, and when the sword was drawn to kill her, the tower that they were in, where she was being kept from the outside world, opened up and she was able to escape. Ultimately, though, she did become a martyr for her faith in Christ. Anyone who's a martyr is considered a great person because they had the faith, the hope, and the love to stay faithful to Christ right to the end and not to give up their allegiance to Christ. Saint Barbara, martyr and holy woman, please guide us to be people who take our faith seriously, who live it, no matter what pressures might be placed upon us to go astray. Help us to stay close to Christ, as did you. In memory of Thomas Lynch, the window in Holy Name Church was given, and it shows Barbara, not surprisingly, holding a tower and also holding a sword. It shows her commitment, and it shows the love of God that delivered her in that moment from whatever the threat must have been. Sometimes the legends of the saints can be a bit hard to understand, but we know that in Barbara, because she is on the official list of saints, we have someone whose story may have been embellished, but whose basic story of faithfulness to Christ is very trustworthy.